Think about this. What if someone gave you a rock and placed a bucket on the other side of the street and said, you will be rewarded if you are able to toss this rock into that bucket far across the street? You would probably have a 50-50 chance of making that. But what if they also gave your friend next to you 100 rocks and put a bucket with him across the street and said, you will also be rewarded for every rock that you got inside of the bucket? Now, you would think that was somewhat unfair because he has a higher probability of success, of at least making a few of his rocks inside of the bucket, where you only have one chance. You can apply that same principle to what a mutual fund is. I mentioned in a few other videos about investing in Coca-Cola and Amazon, and I made a suggestion to what a blue chip stock was. If you take your dollar and only invest in one individual company, this is the ramifications of that. If that company was to fail, all of your eggs would be in one basket. Now, what a mutual fund does is, it is a person like you and I, or a group, that purchases several companies with your dollar. And it could be 50 companies, 60 companies, or more than 100 companies in their portfolio that they have bought. But the key is that they take your dollar and spread it around several different companies, which we call diversifying your dollar. Now, what diversification does is it lowers the risk that you will lose your money. Now, why is that important? It's important because if you have a portfolio, let's say, of 60 companies, and one of those companies were to fail, you have 59 other companies. So that protects your dollar even further. And that's why you should try to purchase or start out investing with a mutual fund, because it gives you a higher probability of success. Now, what are some of the things you should consider when you are purchasing a mutual fund? Well, I mentioned blue chip stocks. Now, blue chip stocks are the largest companies in the world. And when you are researching, I would research what large cap blue chip stock portfolios have. Now, when you look at the portfolio, or if you look at the positions, or you look at the companies inside of the mutual fund that you are looking up, you should recognize a lot of the companies that are in there. You should see American Express, Merck, Boeing, a number of companies. You should see Apple, Disney. You should recognize a lot of those companies inside of the portfolio, and that should give you some comfort that you know these companies should be around for a long period of time. So when you're purchasing that mutual fund, you have done your research, or you've asked your investor or your advisor the type of mutual fund that you want to purchase. If they give you a large cap, you look at the portfolio, you look at the positions, the number of companies that are in there, and you can be informed and make your own decisions about what type of mutual fund you're interested in. Now, I hope that was helpful in understanding in a simple way what a mutual fund is and how you can add it to your investing. It is very, very advantageous for you simply because you can build wealth with small amounts. I mentioned before, as little as $10, $25 a week or a month. You can get into a mutual fund and it'll give you a little bit less risk than investing in one individual company. I hope this information was informative for you. Please let me know in my comments if you need help. I'll give you some ideas. Just remember, Shane spells wealth. Thank you. Bye-bye. If the previous video was informative for you, please like the video and please put in a comment. Let me know what you'd like me to talk about. Please follow me on YouTube. My channel is Shane M. Spells, or you can type in ShaneSpellsWealth.com and I'll get you there. Thank you.